Today on Public Eye News, we'll take a look at the power outages occurring across the UP and the debate for the 109th District special election.
Todd Rose will have a look at the high winds sweeping the UP, and Max Stevens will tell us about the World Series opener. Hi, I'm Mason Wallace.
And I'm Dan Campion. Welcome to Public Eye News. UPCO Vice President of Business Development and Communications, Brett French, released an update on power outages in the area. Approximately 6,000 UPCO customers were without power in Marquette, Alger, Delta, Houghton, and Keweenaw counties this morning due to adverse weather conditions. Hardest hit areas include Gwinn, Autrain, and Calumet, as well as Hancock and K.I. Sawyer. UPCO crews and employees in various company offices are currently working to address outages as they occur. UPCO advises people to stay away from down power lines and always assume that a down line is energized. In other news, Regional Dispatch in Houghton County was unable to receive telephone calls earlier this morning. The program has been temporarily resolved, but if a 911 call does not go through, call the Houghton County Sheriff's Office. And this past weekend at Northern Michigan University, prospective students and their parents came to campus for Wildcat Weekend. The prospective students had the opportunity to take a campus tour, see new residence halls, and have lunch on campus. They were also able to meet faculty and staff who were ready to answer any questions the future Wildcats may have had. Prospective students were also able to meet with their prospective academic advisors to discuss what their future curriculum would look like. If you missed this Wildcat Weekend, don't fret, because NMU offers another one in the spring on March 17th.
Northern Michigan University is hosting a forum featuring the 109th State House District candidates, Democrat Sarah Cambenzi and Republican Rich Wasray. Everyone is welcome to be in the audience, which will be recorded tonight at 7 p.m. in room 1100 Jamrich Hall, with doors opening at 6 o'clock. NMU Public Broadcasting, TV6, and the Mining Journal are all collaborating on the event. The recording will be televised by TV6 on Thursday, October 26th, and by Public TV 13 on Saturday, November 4th at 6 o'clock p.m. And a ribbon cutting was held today by the Marquette Area Public School for their Superior Hills Elementary expansion project. The project wrapped up in September and added 6 new classrooms and 2 workrooms. Superintendent Bill Saunders says, quote, "We cannot say enough about the community for their support. It couldn't have come at a better time with the huge spike in enrollment," end quote.
Eating gluten-free has gained popularity with stores like the Marquette Co-op. Offering a number of different gluten-free options, from cookies to chips and even fish sticks, the store offers a wide variety to fulfill a gluten-free lifestyle. The Co-op has even gone as far as hosting store tours to educate the community on their gluten-free options. The Co-op's marketing director, Bridget Darrell, says that most people eat gluten-free to reverse allergy symptoms, and she also warns gluten-free consumers to be more cautious when purchasing foods and to read their labels. Hidden gluten ingredients in vinegar and salad dressings are easy to miss. If you're interested in participating in the Co-op's next gluten-free tour or any of their other educational tours, be sure to visit the Marquette Food Co-op. And there's been an issue recently with cars passing activated school buses, and the City of Norway is trying to resolve the problem with the help of residents and the City Hall. Norway City Manager Ray Anderson is trying to fix the problem, and he's working with the school and bus company in the area to find out who's breaking the rules. In Michigan, if a school bus is stopped and activated, a car must stop at least 20 feet away from the school bus. Until they make a final decision, Anderson, City Hall personnel, and police will continue to monitor the area and preach the importance of kids' safety. And stay tuned, because after the break, we'll be back with your national and international news.
Next time on Finding Your Roots, 3 African Americans rethink old assumptions about their ancestry. Social activist Janet Mock.
I didn't think that this was possible. It makes me so happy.
Journalist Ta-Nehisi Coates.
That is your 3rd great-grandmother, someone else's property.
That's something. When I think about black folks, I think about struggle.
And film director Ava DuVernay.
Your 5th great-grandfather was a slave owner.
The truth of us is complicated.
Finding Your Roots.
Tonight at 8 after the PBS NewsHour on Public TV 13.
Welcome back. Thousands of people have lost power after severe storms strike North and South Carolina. Authorities confirmed Monday evening that at least 75,000 homes and businesses remain with no power. According to the National Weather Service, an EF2 tornado progressed in Spartanburg County, South Carolina, Monday afternoon. The Spartanburg Regional Hospital reported treating 8 people for minor storm-related injuries. However, no deaths have occurred at this time. And President Trump has made tax reform a legislative priority, but to get it passed, he'll need a unified Republican majority in the Senate. Mola Lenghi has more details from Capitol Hill.
President Trump arrived on Capitol Hill to have lunch with Republican senators and push his tax reform plan.
Our tax cuts will restore America's competitive edge and lower the crushing tax burden on the American people.
Every GOP senator wants to see the tax code simplified and more tax cuts given to the American people. Where it gets tricky is figuring out how to pay for it. Democrats say there should be cuts for the middle class and not the wealthy.
This bill is not a middle-class bill. I believe the president believes it is. He got to read it. No more tweeting.
The president's tendency to attack lawmakers, even those in his own party, could complicate his ability to unify the Republicans to support his agenda.
His governing model is to divide and to attempt to bully and to use untruths.
President Trump attacked Senator Bob Corker on Twitter this morning, saying, "Isn't it sad that lightweight Senator Bob Corker, who couldn't get reelected in the great state of Tennessee, will now fight tax cuts plus?" Corker also responded on Twitter, same untruths from an utterly untruthful president. Hashtag alert the daycare staff.
I don't know why he lowers himself to such a low standard and debases our country in the way that he does, but he does.
Corker says he supports tax reform, but not if it adds to the deficit. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Fears of a serial killer have police in Tampa escorting children to school in one neighborhood near downtown, and a city bus has changed its usual route. 3 people have been shot to death in the past 2 weeks within a 1-mile radius in the normally quiet Seminole Heights neighborhood. Though the shootings are linked by proximity and time frame, police do not have a motive or a suspect. The 3 victims did not know each other, but all 3 rode the bus and were alone when they were shot on the street. None was robbed. Seminole Heights is a working-class neighborhood northeast of downtown Tampa that's slowly becoming gentrified. Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn says the city has put dozens of officers in the area around the clock. The FBI and ATF are also helping. Senior military officials are questioning the accuracy of a pre-mission threat assessment on the day American service members were ambushed in Niger. Lawmakers are pressing the administration for more answers, with both the House and the Senate Armed Service Committees scheduled to receive a briefing from the Pentagon this week. Major Garrett is at the White House with more details.
Can you tell the public what happened in Niger?
President Trump ignored questions Monday about the mission in Niger, but his top military advisor, General Joseph Dunford, denied the Pentagon was withholding information.
I think we do owe the families and the American people transparency in incidents like this, and we intend to deliver just that.
Calling the incident complex, Dunford released some basic details. October 3rd, 12 American soldiers joined more than 24 Nigerian fighters on a mission north of the nation's capital. A day later, the group came under attack from approximately 50 well-trained and well-equipped militants associated with or inspired by ISIS. Gunfire raged for more than an hour before the Americans radioed for help. Within minutes, a surveillance drone was overhead, but it was another hour before French air cover arrived. Staff Sergeants Brian Black, Jeremiah Johnson, and Dustin Wright were killed in action and evacuated that evening. But the body of LaDavid Johnson wasn't recovered until 2 days later.
Come on, I have questions about it, why 4 men died.
Senate Armed Services Committee Chairman John McCain said Americans want to know what went wrong and what the mission was about. Along with those answers, Dunford vowed to find out why Johnson was separated from his unit.
Every time I asked to see my husband, they wouldn't let me.
Mired in a dispute with the president over his condolence call to her, Johnson's widow Maisha said Monday she has as many questions as anybody.
I don't know how he got killed, where he got killed, or anything.
And after the break, we'll be back with your weather and sports. Stay with us. I'll say.
Somehow waterfalls give a sense of that change and nuance that creates a deeper level of meaning to a landscape painting.
I decided right then that I wanted to be the first artist to paint these.
Wednesday at 1 after Nature on Public TV 13.
And welcome back to Public Eye News. We got some crazy winds and some rain going on today. We got a little bit of black behind me, but let's take a look at your current conditions. So right now we do have rain, temperature of 39, so it is pretty chilly out there. Winds north-northwest at 35 miles an hour, and barometric pressure is 29.38 inches and rising. Looking at tonight, the rain's going to hang around. It's going to be pretty chilly still, and those winds are going to stay as wild as they are now, 34 to 56 miles an hour. And tomorrow we're looking at mostly cloudy skies, high of 43 degrees, and winds are still going to be pretty wild tomorrow too, north-northwest, 13 to 56 miles an hour. Looking around the UP, we'll start over here in Sault Ste. Marie, 47 degrees with some rain. Down in Manistee, it's 40 degrees and some rain. Escanaba and Menominee, 41 degrees and 44 degrees. And moving over to the western half of the UP, in Iron Mountain, we got 39 degrees and cloudy. Up in Ironwood, they're getting some snow, so be on the lookout for that here in the coming weeks, most likely around the rest of the UP. 38 degrees up in Houghton, and back here in super windy Marquette, it's 39 degrees. Let's take a look at your weather ahead. Thursday, we got 49 as our high, a low of 40, and mostly cloudy skies. On Friday, we got a high of 44, a low of 38 with some rain. And Saturday, some more rain with high staying the same at 44 and a low of 35. Well, Max, weather's not looking good, but you got some good news about the NMU soccer team, is it?
They're racking up the individual accolades. NMU women's soccer has yet another GLIAC Player of the Week. This time, it's the senior defender, Alyssa Malam. She earned the award after the Wildcats split their weekend games and earned the 7th seed in the GLIAC tournament. Malam scored the game-winning goal against Ferris State on Friday, pushing the Wildcats to a 2-1 victory. The goal was Malam's second on the season. And in Sunday's Senior Day contest, the Wildcats were defeated by the third-ranked Grand Valley State 3-1. Malam was credited with an assist on the Wildcats' goal, which is the only goal Grand Valley State has allowed in GLIAC play all year. It is the first weekly conference honor for Malam, who becomes the third Wildcat to earn the honor this season. The team will wrap up its regular season schedule this weekend when the Wildcats take on Michigan Tech in Houghton on Friday at 5. And the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame Incorporated received donations of many unique items from legendary quarterback Bart Starr. Starr played for the team from 1956 to 1971 and won 5 NFL championships, including the first 2 Super Bowls. He was also MVP of both those games. Starr donated many of his unique career awards, including a Nike Super Bowl I and II MVP jacket presented to Starr during the Super Bowl 50 pregame ceremony. He also donated several championship and MVP rings and watches. The Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame is a nonprofit which guides the Hall as a historic national sports venue and educational resource to the Green Bay and Wisconsin community. Starr's memorabilia will join an ever-increasing library of Packers artifacts. And the first pitch of the 2017 World Series is set to be thrown tonight. It will be the Houston Astros against the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the series will be the 113th. Game 1 set up to be a duel of ace pitchers. Two teams are not shy about bringing out the big guns, as the Astros will start Dallas Keuchel and the Dodgers will throw Clayton Kershaw. The Dodgers will look to rookie sensation Cody Bellinger to power their offense and will enjoy home field advantage, while the Astros look to continue to ride the hot bat of Jose Altuve. The Astros last appeared in the World Series in 2005, where they were swept by the Chicago White Sox, while the Dodgers last appeared in 1988 when they beat the Oakland Athletics. The series will wrap up within the month unless the series goes to 7 games, with the winner-take-all Game 7 set for November 1st if it is necessary. Now, well, Mason, if it wasn't so cold outside, with all the wind, it would be a great day for some surfing.
There are some definitely pretty big waves out on Lake Superior today. A California surfer won a surfboard making contest by using 10,000 cigarette butts to construct his board. Taylor Lane says cigarette butts are the most polluted item at the beach. Multiple other boards were made using potato sacks, used packaging items, and from dumpster dives and old bathroom doors. The event was part of the Creators and Innovators Upcycle Contest. And that is all the time we have today on Public Eye News, but tune in again tomorrow for another episode. Thanks for watching.
The preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television.